What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Let's kick it off. Alright, let's get into it. I'm pretty pooped. I'm on day 7 of 75 hard, so 2 workouts a day, a lot of reading, drinking water. So I'm feeling good, but man, I am exhausted. There's definitely a lot more mental clarity, not drinking any alcohol whatsoever, and just getting back to the way I used to be. So, looking at the price charts, we have XRP in the middle, we have Casper, and then we have Rose. We can see a lot of assets are either doing a V-shaped recovery, a double bottom cup and handle setup, and just slowly creeping out and reaching their previous swing high. Now turning the lights on, we have a trend line here for Casper. And what you can typically do with a cup and handle pattern, remember this is a bullish pattern, we can measure the height of the cup, about 70%. You wait for the handle to form, and then you can take another measured move to find your price target. So as you can see, another 70% increase from the bottom of this handle would take us to about 5.4 cents, close to 5.5. And just to full screen this really quick before we talk about XRP, as we zoom out, we can see that 70% move takes us to 5.46. We can also see right there, the trend line actually hit there back in July of 2021. So super interesting, great to see certain assets finally waking up, and bear in mind that a variety of assets have actually reached their March-April high all the way up here. So you're damn right, I am hoping that altcoins can absolutely explode this year and have a nice retracement. And remember back on January 9th, I posted this, wishing alts draw a beautiful cup and handle pattern like we did in the past. So we can see right here, the double bottom, Casper was under 3 cents, and we are in fact up here towards the top of the cup. You can see with OGN's case, the height of the cup was equal to the swing high, more or less, and then it pulled back, and the measured move would actually take you to a beautiful take profit before a 35% crash. So you can see Casper forming the structure, and we're actually all the way up here, and we also drew our handle, or what I believe to be the handle or pullback. So this was January 9th when Casper is 2.9 cents. And you can see it's been drawing pretty well thus far, all the way up here, and currently as high as 4.69. Next, we have XRP yet to budge at 40 cents. Now, I personally believe, not financial advice, provided Bitcoin and Ether don't run the fun, we should be getting up to 50 to 60 cents. Forming a similar structure that a variety of alts have done, you can see up to these levels would be about 50 cents, and then I'm watching that 500-day MA, which is also at 60 cents currently. And thus far, out of these alts, we had Casper do a little pop, we have XRP that is yet to awaken, so I do think that we're going to get some volume. We also have Rose up doing pretty well today, up 17%. And I've been looking more at Rose and Oasis and, different legitimate projects that are just down a lot during this bear market that have crashed 90% or 97% from their all-time high. And something about it, maybe it's just the name, but this chart is pretty. Now taking a quick look at the RSI for these alts, we can see a few things. Casper is actually about to pierce into overbought. I hope the buyers hold control here so we can make our way up to 5 to 7 cents. And the RSI for XRP seems to be turning around on the daily. We'll have to do lower time frames to get a little bit more insight. But let's hope something happens so we can finally get that volume and that pop. And then Rose, also similar to Casper, about to pierce the RSI at 70 yet again. And if you're looking at Energy Web Token or EWT, I also think that this actually makes its way up to 4 to 5 bucks, similar to Casper, except different decimal places. We also have the graph or GRT making moves. We can see even from the pullback right here, absolutely rocketing another 170%, which is almost a 3x, a 2.7x. So that is the bullish case, and here's an example when you're looking at Casper's RSI right there, and then you can see GRT's RSI right there, when it pierced 70, and you would typically go, man, this is overbought, but the buyers have control, alts are down over 90%, and it's time for some of them to actually fly and catch up, in my opinion. So that's what I want Casper, XRP, and a few other alts to do in a perfect world. We can see the HBAR price chart is also up 11% today, announcing Dell joining the Hedera Governing Council. And also from Binance, February 8th, tomorrow, we will temporarily suspend all USD bank transfers, and all other methods of buying and selling crypto remain unaffected, and I do not believe this affects Binance US. And maybe I'm crazy, but I always get a little cynical when it comes to exchanges doing maintenance in air quotes. Because in my experience, when major exchanges like Binance do this, the crypto market can see some big moves. So that's why I was tweeting, watch the market full send, and everyone wants to buy using US dollar and can't. And it's just a joke, folks. I saw some people get mad by this. I took a poll, which of these alts will hit their 2021 high first? And we can see that HBAR actually took the cake, and the poll is still going on, and I think it was kind of skewed because HBAR had some positive news today and some positive price action. But we can see 63% believe HBAR will hit their high first. And I posted a chart below, so that could also make more sense. And we can see HBAR, at least from yesterday, would require over an 8x return or a 760% increase, whereas Algo at 25 cents to its all-time high at 250 would be almost a 900% increase, which is equivalent to a 10x return. And here's the big news for Hedera. We're excited to announce that Dell has joined the Hedera Governing Council, developing applications for highly decentralized mission-critical environments such as edge computing. So another domino falls and another massive organization joins Hedera's council. And it's just a matter of time before other industry titans continue to join, because Hedera's Governing Council is getting big. LG, IBM, Google, Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, and now Dell. Hey, I didn't even know it was headquartered in Round Rock, Texas. Cool. We have Ripple's Senior Director of Engineering, Brad Chase, sitting down for a fireside chat with The Block, discussing real-world crypto utility and what a tokenized future looks like through products like the Liquidity Hub, which is of Ripple. And speaking of tokenization, we have Wrath Economan, one of the best people on crypto Twitter for the XRP community. Confused by XRP tokenization discussions? Will it affect XRP? Here's one attempt to sort some things out. And remember that BCG, Boston Consulting Group, estimates by 2030 that $16 trillion will be tokenized in terms of globally illiquid assets. So going over this, and just to emphasize that there's a lot of conspiracies in terms of XRP being backed at a 1-to-1 ratio, and damn, I hope so. That would be awesome. I want my bags to the moon just like anybody. But looking at this, let's just focus on XRP and understand that XRP is the native asset of its network, the XRPL or the XRP ledger. And the benefit is that groups like Ripple have focused on tokenization for quite some time. And that has been a huge value add of the XRP ledger. So I encourage you guys to go through this thread. This is Wrath Economan posting this on January 23rd. And tokenizing assets has always been a central part of the XRP ledger appeal. Clearly part of Ripple's plans, and look at the explosion of NFTs in the last year. We have stablecoin, security tokens. Will tokenization of assets affect the value of XRP at all? In all, there are so many factors and potential thoughts regarding this, but just to keep it very broad, the more the XRP ledger is used, the better for XRP, leading to most likely more liquidity for XRP. The more liquid it is, the more value it can send. The more it's traded, the more it's held, the more it's used by actual users. That can create scarcity and demand for said token. And of course, the burn rate is pretty minuscule, very small transaction fees and account fees to have an account or create one. And that is for securing the XRP ledger and preventing spam. But this is a huge feature, and tokenization of assets is huge. We know that the XRP ledger has that capability. We know that Casper has that ability. We know that Hedera's Hashgraph has that ability, even with Toko. Platforms that are focused on tokenization, NFT utility, payments are going to be huge. And it's not going to be Bitcoin. Remember, even David Schwartz envisioned XRP offering giant pools of liquidity. And remember that David Schwartz envisioned XRP offering giant pools of liquidity to move value anywhere, anytime, relying on pathfinding or finding the most efficient route for a payment between different payment pairs and, of course, fees. These tokenized assets could use XRP to move value, meaning buy and sell, not just transfer. So that's the key word, buying and selling XRP on the order books. And this presumably affects the XRP price. So yes, I am a perma-bull for XRP. You guys can hold whatever you want, do your own research, but I've seen enough and I'm keeping my long-term holds. It has been around for over 10 years, zero downtime. They have been building on-demand liquidity, RippleNet growing year over year over 9x. When you see that type of growth rate, you see them going head-to-head against the SEC. There are huge things going on. And I know anybody watching this channel is already well aware of it, so I don't know why I'm saying it again. But when David Schwartz is talking about these public pools of liquidity that anyone, anywhere can contribute to and draw off of, it is super interesting. A global market makes me think of X-Pool back in the day. A global market for assets that someone happens to already have exactly where someone else happens to need them to be. It sounds like a riddle. So providing liquidity will affect XRP price, but there are a few considerations about how much. Tokens don't have to use XRP for liquidity. Tokens need to create a liquidity demand. Be desirable, traded, maybe have utility, not just tokenize large amounts. The liquidity sourced through XRP need not be equal to the whole value of the asset being moved. Supplying liquidity with XRP creates a buy and a sell side. So think of an order book. There are buyers and bids, and then there are asks or sells. It's the conundrum of on-demand liquidity regularly complained about. In conclusion, tokenization of assets on the XRP ledger will affect the price of XRP, but it does not seem to be a direct, linear, dollar-to-dollar or one-to-one ratio, or one-to-one effect. It is, can we say, a flywheel effect, one of my favorite phrases. So Wrath Economan, an absolute must follow. This man is an absolute genius. He just puts out amazing threads that are short and to the point. Saw Crypto Eddie highlighting 6 years ago, David was asked this question in terms of XRP evaluation. And remember, years ago, XRP was actually called Ripple. So if XRP captures Bitcoin's current market share, $2, and this was 6 years ago. If Ripple captures the value of all high-friction international payments that are now occurring, $20, but you could add a multiplier effect to this for additional demand from people holding XRP to make or facilitate the payments in the future. So this takes me back to even thinking about pools and liquidity pools and the AML. I'm not sure if it was a proposal yet, but it definitely makes you wonder. And I've seen a lot of XRP price charts where if you plot, the logarithmic growth curve, it can show like $20, $25. And obviously, I believe those valuations are possible, but we just have to get there. If I didn't believe higher valuations for XRP were possible, I would not be holding it. I try to be conservative, I believe in it, I hold a good bag, and only time will tell. And even talking about the value of an increasing volume of international payments driven by the reduction in friction, maybe $120. And you could also justify a multiplier effect to this. And remember, there are other use cases now being built on top of the XRP ledger. It is not just Ripple the company for international payments. So the sky's the limit. And I just want to emphasize that 76% of the total Casper supply is locked up, being bonded or staked right now. So when you're looking at this circulating supply, it is actually far less. And then think about what is the actual amount being traded between exchanges? Far less, which could lead to a lot more scarcity than we think. We know the HBAR price chart had a beautiful pump today in tandem with the Dell news joining the Hedera Governing Council. As we've heard many times, Casper will be announcing a new Fortune 100 company that is partnering with them. Now, in the Messari report, it seems to hint that it was Google. And anything's possible because Google has invested over $1.5 billion into a variety of blockchain investments. But I'd like to see confirmation from Casper. And I posted this on Twitter, just side by side on the daily time frame, HBAR versus Fetch. Now, this is not financial advice, but I still like posting these looks, and we can see that Fetch reached up here, forming a flag at the 500-day MA. The 500-day MA for HBAR currently is around 16 cents. And Fetch did like an 8 or 9x in just the past couple months. Imagine, even if it took this whole year for HBAR to do a similar move and make it up to previous levels, whether it is the April-May high, around 25 cents, or even higher. And it'll be super exciting to watch, and I'm hoping that a variety of alts just shock us this year. After a very long year and a half, because you guys deserve it. Anyways, digital banking service Revolut is starting to offer crypto staking to customers in the UK and the European Economic Area. We can see DOT, ADA, Ethereum, and Tezos. We can see the Super Bowl is banning cryptocurrency television commercials, and I don't blame them one bit after FTX and all of these bad actors. I don't think it'll affect crypto long term by any means. X_Anderson, if Swift decided to work with Ripple, they could actually live up to their name. And last but not least, Wrath Economan, we have Ripple user BBVA. Pivot is a treasury management tool operating in 15 countries and 24 currencies, including Ripple partner BCI in Chile, and now Central America with BAC. It's a multi-currency management tool, not saying Ripple is used, but seems ripe. And wouldn't be surprised, and speaking of different management and treasury management tools, we have FOMO Pay. Remember back in July, this is on Ripple, FOMO Pay to utilize Ripple's on-demand liquidity for crypto-enabled treasury management. Remember, ODL is using XRP. And historically, ODL has been used for cross-border payments to help payment service providers and SMEs manage trapped capital that could be better deployed. However, traditional treasury payments are subject to the same pain and friction. Notice right here, estimated $3.5 billion is spent annually to address issues associated with treasury and liquidity. Looks like they can leverage ODL right here for treasury payments, and FOMO Pay is able to get 24/7 all year-round access to liquidity for Euro and US dollar. So just another use case.